Hey everyone, and welcome to the club and welcome to another Weekend Art Challenge. Today I'll be fusing Bendy with Gumball. Let's get started at the top of our page with the eyes. So I'm going to start with the upper cheekbones first. So on the left side, I'm going to start on the outside. We're going to curve up and then back in towards the inside. We're going to leave a small gap in the center here and draw the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to layer Bendy's eyes in behind the cheekbones. So we're going to start on the inside. We're going to step in to create an overlap. Draw basically an oval going all the way around. Now we're going to stop on the left side here to create that notch. From here we're going to angle down and in, come back out, and then we'll continue that curve in behind the cheekbone. Let's do the same thing on the right. Stepping in, curve to the top of the eye. We'll come down to right about here. Now we're going to create that notch. Coming down and in, going back out, and then curving in behind the cheekbone. Let's color the eyes in black. Now I'm going to go in and surround the pupil with the outside of the eye. So let's start on the left side. I'm just going to leave an even space gap all the way around the pupil. I'm going to bring this back down on top of the cheekbone. Let's do the same thing on the right. Now I'm going to step down in the middle and draw in Gumball's muzzle. So directly below the left eye here, we're going to curve up, over towards the right side. Now I'm going to round this out, come down, and we'll pull it up to a point on the left. In the center here, I'm going to add the nose. So starting from the top, we'll just curve down, and then back up. From the bottom of the nose, I'll draw a straight line coming down towards the bottom. Now I'm going to tuck the bottom of the mouth underneath the muzzle. Starting from the corner of the mouth, we'll curve down towards the bottom, and we'll pull that back up on the right side. On the left side, I'm going to add the tooth. So underneath the muzzle, I'm just going to draw an angled line coming down and out. And then from the side, I'm going to curve up and then come down on the right for the tongue. Let's move up above the eyes and draw in the eyebrows. So on the left side, I'm going to start with a curve going across. We're going to round out the ends and we'll connect the top with another curve. Now we can go ahead and fill that in black. Let's take that and flip it over on the right side. And we're going to fill that in black as well. Now from here we're going to draw the inside trim of the head. So in between the eyebrows, let's start in the center here with a point. I'm going to curve up and out over the eyebrow on the left, and then we'll do the same thing on the right, going up and then over the eyebrow. Now from the left side, I want to curve around the eye and then come down just below the mouth. So start on the left, going around with a curve and pulling that in just below the chin. Now on the right side, I want to bump out the cheek. So I'm going to start up here, start by going around the eye, and we'll stop right about here. Now here I want to bump out the cheek and then pull that in towards the bottom. Out, round out the cheek, and pull that in towards the bottom. I'm going to add a couple whiskers along the side. So let's start on the left side here, come up in an angle, we step down, we're sort of aiming towards the nose. We'll draw 3 whiskers on this side, and we're going to add 2 on the right side here. So aiming towards the nose, we'll step down, and draw 1 more. Now let's move back to the top and draw on the outside of the head. So I'm going to draw the 2 points of Bendy's head. So directly above the left eye here, and curve down in the middle, and then back up on the right side. Now from this point, I'm going to curve out the side of the head, and then come down on top of the cheek. Down to here. Now on this side, we're going to curve around, and just bring this down towards the bottom of the chin. Now that we got the head, let's work our way down the body. I'm gonna start by drawing in Bendy's bow tie. So we're gonna draw an oval just underneath the chin, going out towards the sides. Now let's add the ends of the bow tie. On the left side here, we're gonna curve out and then down. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now I'm gonna come down at an angle on both sides. Now let's taper this back up towards the side of the knot, going up and in. Now I'm just gonna add a wrinkle on the inside. So on the side of the oval, we're gonna curve out and down on both sides. Now we're gonna give this character a gumball shaped body. So from this point in the bow tie, we're gonna step in slightly, draw a straight line coming down towards the hip. We'll do that on both sides. Now I'm gonna round out the hips and then come down in towards the lower torso. Starting on the left, we'll round this out, then come straight across in towards the center. We're gonna work our way back up towards the right side. So we're going out, rounding out the hip, and then pulling that in. Let's add a little bit of detail to the body. So just below the hip, right up here, draw a straight line going across from left to right. In the center, we're gonna draw a little half circle, going around. And at the bottom, we'll draw a straight line coming down towards the bottom. Let's continue working down with the legs. So in the center, I'm gonna draw a straight line coming down towards the ankle. And I'm gonna take that line and draw two more for the outside of the leg. Stepping over towards the left, we're gonna come down to the same height. Same thing on the right. Now let's draw a straight line going across. We're gonna move up about halfway along the leg and draw another line going across. Now down at the bottom, we're gonna add in Gumball's feet. So starting on the corner, we're gonna curve out towards the tip of the foot, round it out. Now we're gonna pull this up in towards the middle. Do the same thing on the right side. Starting from the center, curve down, out towards the tip of the foot, and pull that in towards the right corner. Let's separate out the paw. Starting from the bottom here, on the outside, we'll curve up and in, step in, we'll draw that same curve. We're gonna take that and flip it over on the right side. Let's move back up and draw on the arms. So I'm gonna start just below the tip of the bow tie against the body. We're gonna curve out and then down. Do the same thing on the right side. Now the hands are gonna be rounded. So starting on the left side, it's almost like drawing an oval, going all the way around towards the opposite side. I'm gonna follow this curve in behind the bow tie, going up and then in. Let's do the same thing on the right. Now we'll curve up in behind the bow tie. Let's add the cuff of the shirt. So from the wrist, we're gonna step up, draw a line going across, and we're gonna step up and then angle down. Let's do the same thing on the right. Going across, stepping up, and angling out. We're gonna add a couple lines on the inside. So we're gonna add two curves on the inside of the cuff. And we'll do the same thing on the right. Now we can separate out the fingers. Starting on the left, just draw a short curve going up, move in, and draw that same thing. Do the same on the right. Now I just want to add two spots in the back like Bendy's hand. So one circle above this line, and then above the inside. We're going to fill those in black. And we'll do the same thing on the right. The last thing I want to do is add in Gumball's tail. So we're going to start on the lower part of the hip, come out in an angle. We're going to round out the tail. Now we're going to taper this back up in behind the body. And that's pretty much it. There's our Bendy and Gumball fusion. I hope you enjoyed today's art challenge. Make sure you subscribe and send me your challenge ideas in the comments below. Thanks for watching and we'll see you again soon.